Hi everyone. The very first question as part of our mission is how to find variation in electrostatic force between 2 point charges. So here comes the very first thing is what is the equation of electrostatic force between two charges? That is nothing but Coulomb's law. That is the first thing we should know here. That is, what is the electrostatic force between 2 point charges situated at two fixed positions separated by a distance d. And that is what we call it as Coulomb's law, or that is what we call it as electrostatic force. So according to it, the force is proportional to product of charges and inversely proportional to square of the distance. And here the proportionality constant is k, that is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, which is 9 into 10 power 9. Our units are Newton meter square per coulomb square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space, that is 8.85 into 10 power minus 12 coulomb square per meter square per Newton. So the very first thing is you just remember this simple equation. Then let's think about what are all the kind of questions will come based on this simple equation. The very first thing is how electrostatic force varies with distance and magnitude of charge. As we have seen the equation, the electrostatic force is inversely proportional to square of the distance. So that between two situations where charges are same but the distance is changed, in that case the ratio of force after and before is given by R1 by R2 whole square. But when distance is same and the charges got changed, then the ratio of forces is given by Q1, Q2. Let became suppose Q1 dash Q2 dash divided by Q1, Q2, where distance is constant. If suppose they said distance and force, this is the case, R is constant. And this is the case when Q1, Q2 is constant. If all are variable, then F2 by F1 will become Q1 dash Q2 dash by Q1 Q2 times R1 by R2 whole square. So this way the comparison based questions can be asked based on this simple equation. So remember whether they are keeping distance constant or charges constant or both are changing. Also sometimes they will ask question based on this comparison only, but they will ask the question based on conduction. Like two charges are there Q1, Q2. Now this is the relation for the ratio of force. But suppose they asked if two charges are touched each other or one of the charge is touched with another charge, then what happens is the charges will change due to the conduction. So you must know the definition of the conduction. But based on the electrostatic force, when they are asking questions related to conduction, they will ask you the question such a way that both spheres are similar. So similar spheres only they will tell, so that the charges will be shared between them equally when they touch each other. So that is what the new charges you can weigh, that is the way you can find the new charges Q1 dash and Q2 dash, so that you can find the initial and final force relation. This is how they can ask question based on electrostatic force and its variation with magnitude of charges and distance between the charges. Now one more thing what they can ask based on this here is how the electrostatic force varies with medium. So compared to air or vacuum, in medium force what happens is less. Force in medium becomes less because inside the medium epsilon naught will become epsilon, which is equal to epsilon naught epsilon r. That means the denominator increases, so the force value decreases, and here is the relation. That is force in medium is force in vacuum by epsilon r, relative permittivity or dielectric constant. So that is what you need to understand. How the force will vary when there is a medium present between the two charges. So whatever 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r square or d square we have taken, that is for when the medium between the two charges is air medium or vacuum medium. So based on this medium change, the question can be asked, means the effect of medium on the electrostatic force. Now, based on these two things, let's see few questions. So, it is always like you can expect that the question can be asked based on any formula. And here we have the formula, that is F equal to K Q1 Q2 by R square. And always when you solve the question, please read the question carefully and try to understand and collect the data in very less time. Like you have to collect the data within 30 seconds. You have to understand the question, you have to collect the data, and you have to look for what quantity they are asking. Like in the given question, see here, two charges each of 2 microcoulomb separated by a distance r. So Q1, Q2 given, R given. If both exist inside vacuum, now the medium is vacuum only, so there is no medium. The force between them, then the value is K Q1 Q2 by R square, because the medium is not present, it's vacuum, the region is. So that K value is 9 into 10 power 9, and conversion of unit is important here. 2 microcoulomb is there, so 10 power minus 6. So 2 into 10 power minus 6 divided by here 0.5 meter only, so 0.5 into 0.5. Then you can calculate and you can get the answer. While doing the calculation, also take care properly. Like this is 0.5, 0.5 means 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 4. 4 will go up. So here 2, 2, 2 to the 4, 4 will go up. 4, 4 is 16, 16 9s are 144 times 10 power 9 minus 6 minus 6. So 10 power minus 3. So it will become 0.144 Newton. So I always tell you one thing, that how better you do the calculation, how fast you do the calculation, that you have to practice every time. That will save your time, that will improve your performance, that will make you to perform better and best, and that will improve your rank in NEET, and that will helpful for your future also. Now here comes one more question, like the charges on two spheres are, they have given two spheres and charges given, the experience force F. If each of them is given an additional charge, so here we are adding some charge. That means what we are changing? Charges. So then, as I said, the relation between nu and initial force is Q1 dash Q2 dash by Q1 Q2, where Q1 dash is 7 was there, you added minus 2, so it will become 5 into 10 power minus 6. Q2 is minus 5 and you added minus 2, so it will become minus 7. Nothing but magnitude is 7. Divided by Q1 is 7 and Q2 is 5. Minus 5, nothing but 5. So cancel. So that what is the ratio? 1. That means the force remains same. There is no change in the force. Even though you added some force, some charge, additional charge to each of them, charges got changed, but the product remained same. So that the new force and the initial force both are same. So this way you can compare the electrostatic force between two situations. Now here one more question. Two charges of equal magnitudes and at a distance r exert a force F on each other. If the charges are halved and distance between them is doubled, then the new force on each charge is. Now charges changed, distance also changed. As I said, now the new force by initial force is Q1 dash, Q2 dash by Q1 Q2 into R1 by R2 whole square. Now what they said is charges halved. That means Q1 dash is Q1 by 2, so it will become 1 by 2. Q2 dash also became half, but distance became double. So R2 became 2R1 whole square cancel. So that 1 by 16. So this way either charges changes alone or distance changes alone or both changes depending on the question. Now here comes one question based on the medium. Two charges placed in air, they repel each other by a force of 10 power minus 4 Newton. When oil is introduced between the charges, then the force becomes 2.5 into 10 power minus 5 Newton. The dielectric constant of oil is. See, as we have taken epsilon R is force in vacuum by force in medium. That is what they are asking, direct question. So here force in medium is 2.5 into 10 power minus 5 by force in medium. Sorry. See here force in vacuum is 10 power minus 4 and the force in medium became 2.5 into 10 power minus 5. So if you calculate, if it goes up, 10 power minus 5 will become plus 5. So 10 by 2.5, that means 4 it will become. So simple when you look at topic wise. Now here comes one more question. 2 point charges placed at a certain distance or in air exert a force F on each other, then the distance r dash at which these charges will exert the same force in a medium of dielectric constant K is given by. See, the situation is they are telling that 2 point charges experience a force F. Now let's take the charges as Q1 and Q2. Let's take Q1 and Q2. This separated by a distance r. Now the force between them is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. Then the distance r dash at which these charges will exert the same force in a medium. Now they placed at some other separation, let's take r dash, and in another medium, so that whose dielectric constant, that means epsilon r is K. Then the new force is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into K, epsilon r is K, into Q1 Q2, Q1 Q2 same by r dash square. Now they are telling both forces must be equal. That means according to the given condition, you need to understand the condition. F equal to F dash implies 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught K Q1 Q2 by r dash square. Q1 Q2 Q1 Q2 cancel, 4 pi epsilon naught cancel. Then they are asking K r dash. So r dash square equal to r square by K implies r dash equal to r by root K. So this way you can solve the simple questions, the very first topic. But one thing I would like to tell you that memorize all the formulas. Remember each and every formula definition and try to understand the question, the sentence what they have given. Each and every word is important in the question. And collect the data and then try to find out the relation between the given data and the quantity what they are asking you to find, and search for the formula from your memory because you already remembered whatever all the formulas are there. Then the rest of the thing is calculation. These three things if you follow the mathematical calculation, so then you can score better and best and improve your way of reading the question and understanding, because fast and perfection is important, and the way of calculating the mathematical part, fast and perfection. So these two things will decide how fast you can read and understand the question and collect the data, and how fast you can and how perfect you can finish the mathematical part and get the precise answer. These two things are very important, and you will hope you will practice all these things. And here I have given so 5 more numericals based on the same thing. So please try to practice and then you will get it. If there is any doubt, you can ask me in the WhatsApp. And I also found questions from NCERT based on the same topic. 3 questions I found, and it is very important to solve numericals in which are given in NCERT, because these days they are giving the questions in the entrance based on the NCERT pattern. So that's why don't miss the questions, especially from NCERT too. So try to understand and look at this question, how big it is. So when you solve the NCERT questions, your patience level also increases, and your way of understanding and your fastness in understanding the question also increases. Read same question once, twice, thrice. Then your focus, concentration will improve, and the way of understanding, the skill of understanding the question also improves. These all things makes matter. These all things saves your time. These all things makes your performance better and best. So let's see, let's continue this journey. And at the end, I have given few points regarding whatever electrostatic force. So please read them also and you can understand easily, which also will help you. So thank you all of you. We'll continue in the next session.